What's up, people? What's happening? What's happening? YouTube, man. Felon with Firearms. Y'all know what's going on. It's been a minute. It's been a minute. It's been a minute. But I am here. I haven't forgot about you guys, man. And before we get started on the state of Missouri, I want to share this with you. For those of y'all who, been following the process or feel confident in their ability to just utilize the information that I found, without my guidance and directive, look for the community post that I have up that says get your book here. You click on this Linktree book and look at here. This is what you got. You're gonna have every book that I publish on this link. So that's the Northeast region book. We got the Southwest region book, the Southeast region book. You got the original book. So be sure that if you just want this book, if you want to support it, there it is. Or if you're time is of essence for you and you don't have time for me to explain the process through my channel, go ahead and get the book, man. They got the case codes in there for every state for you to go ahead and do your due diligence. But let's get to why we're here. State of Missouri. Missouri gun relief information. Can your gun rights be restored? Let's see what Missouri got to say. So, firearm. Possessions of firearms is unlawful for a person convicted of a felony under the laws of this state, or of a crime under the laws of any state or of the United States, which is committed within this state, would be a felony. So if the charge would be a felony in Missouri and you commit it, then you're disqualified. Even if you in Georgia, Florida, New York, Massachusetts, wherever. If it would be a felony in Missouri, you cannot possess a firearm. And it says antique weapons are not prohibited. There's your case code. Now, a pardon will restore firearm privileges. You see that? A pardon will restore firearm privileges. Expungement, which is sealing, pursuant to the Missouri Statute 610.140, also restores firearm rights. And in 2021, a phrase was added to this section. Where's the phrase? Loss of firearm rights on conviction of domestic violence. An order or expungement granted pursuant to this section shall be considered a complete removal of all effects of the expunged conviction. So, from my interpretation, even a domestic violence, if expunged, you have complete removal for the effects of the conviction. And that's different because in other states, like here in Virginia, if you got a domestic violence offense, you have to do the presidential pardon, which is the same process that federal offenders must undertake in order to restore their gun rights. So here in Missouri, it appears that even with a domestic violence offense, an expungement can get your gun rights restored, or if you just have a felony offense, a pardon or an expungement can restore your gun rights. It says the pardon power is vested in the governor, except cases of impeachment. The governor may grant pardons under conditions and with restrictions as he deemed proper. So that means that just because he grant you a pardon don't mean he have to restore your gun rights. It says as he deemed proper. So just make sure when you are filling out your pardon application, you express that you want your gun rights restored so that he can answer that specifically. Pardon is available. Eligibility. Your pardon is available 3 years after discharge from sentence without intervening convictions or charges pending. So that means after your conviction, 3 years clean time, no negative encounters with the police, no pending charges. Those denied must wait 3 years to reapply. Applicants whose sentence was suspended are not eligible to apply for a pardon since they are not regarded as having been convicted. persons convicted under the law of another state are ineligible for a gubernatorial pardon. The board has not established substantive criteria for pardon. So this here, I'm gonna need y'all help, guys. Help me understand this. This is I don't quite understand what the message is here. It says applicants whose sentence were suspended. So if you got a suspended sentence, so that means 5 years suspended, are not eligible to apply for a pardon since they are not regarded as having been convicted. So if you got a suspended sentence in Missouri, they constitute that as you're not being convicted? I'm gonna need clarity for that. So for anybody else who's concerned with what that may actually mean, here's the case code right here. Include the O file. Let me see. This is the case code, Missouri Rev Stat 610.105. And again, it says applicants whose sentences were suspended pursuant to this code are not eligible to apply for a pardon since they are not regarded as having been convicted. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do some research on that. But let's get over here to this. The link was in that posting as well. But let's get over here to this application. Executive clemency for the state of Missouri, Department of Corrections. You got here. You got your application if you're confined and non-confined application, and this is the one we're going to be filling out and taking a look at. But before, let's look at the types of clemencies. You got a full pardon and a partial pardon. That's what we're going to discuss. So starting with the partial. A partial pardon provides limited relief and can take a variety of forms depending on the circumstances of each individual applicant. It does not provide full scope of relief from punitive collateral consequences of convictions, as does a full pardon. Restoration of rights is an example of full pardon. Is an example of partial pardon, meaning civil rights, meaning jury, notary, to hold public office, to vote, things of that nature. Those are that's the relief that you obtain through a partial pardon. Now, the full pardon does not remove the conviction from the individual's criminal record. A full pardon restores all rights of citizenship. Again, a full pardon restores all rights of citizenship and removes any disqualification or punitive collateral consequences stemming from the conviction without conditions or restrictions. And don't forget, they did say that the governor has the right to deem the conditions of the full pardon. So make sure you specify when communicating through your pardon that you want your gun rights restored, because this is how we would do it, through the full pardon. Now let's take a look at the application so we can get a general idea. Good, it's only 2 pages, it's short and sweet. So, they're going to want your general information: first, last name, address, date of birth, social security number, your name as sentencing, eligibility criteria, discharge from incarceration or probation and parole, conflict free and no pending charges for 5 years, minor traffic offenses are not considered, have not been denied executive clemency by the governor in the past 5 years. And I want to stop for a second, because in the notes that we had, it said 3 years, but here on the actual clemency application it's saying 5 years. But these 3 things right here, 1, 2, 3, are this is your eligibility criteria. So as long as you're discharged from incarceration, probation, and parole, conflict free, no pending charges for 5 years, and have not been denied clemency by the governor in the past 5 years. And so we're gonna go through a couple more things: expungements, appeals, post-conflict relief. What we got here? It says, what punitive collateral consequences are you claiming as the justification for this executive clemency request? Statutory range of punishment applicable to the offense: forfeiture of public office upon conviction and until completion of sentence, disqualifying from holding any public office due to felony convictions with the exercise of right to free suffrage, forever disqualified from serving a jury, disqualified from voting. Booyah! All of these are important as well, so you, of course, click on them, but y'all know my purpose. I'm trying to help y'all get y'all Second Amendment restored. Firearm restrictions are set forth by the code, so make sure you click this so that you can specify that you do want your Second Amendment restored. And then we come down here. What type of clemency is requested? Of course, you would click full pardon. And then, your sentence information. They want to know a little bit about that. They want to know a little bit about employment history. References. The following must be attached to the application or the application will be returned. So make sure you attach a copy of your government-issued ID or driver's license, as well as copies of all police reports and certified sentencing documents. ID and your transcript from court, from the clerk office. Go to the clerk office and let them know you need your certified sentencing documents. And as far as your police reports, if you can't get those from the clerk, go to your local police station and tell them you want to get a background check. And that's Missouri. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, you guys were short and sweet. I appreciate that they make it simple for you, because there's a lot of other states that got to hop through hurdles. And be sure to, once you complete your application, here's the address for you to mail it in. And do the community a favor, man. Do the Felon tribe a favor. And these videos, please share them, repost them to your Facebook, tag people in them, because we all know people who could use this information. And even if the state that they're requesting information for is not available today, still send them the link to this YouTube channel, because I give you guys my word that every single state will be done. I will get every single state done for you guys. And just to let you know, I only got about 15 left. So until next time, I appreciate you guys. Be productive, be proactive, get the process started. Don't procrastinate, don't bullshit. And I look forward to hearing your success story. Big Felon checking out.